Hey, this is Jeremy with Toriar Digital Marketing. I really appreciate you taking the time out of at your vendor stand there at the Speedway Bike Night to speak with me on the over there. I'm just making this quick video to show you how to improve your website, just so you can bring in some more customers for free. All right. Um, so I know you're probably wondering why we even do this for you. Well, it's honestly, it's really simple. After operating a few businesses myself, I know that business owners reach a point where they're too busy running their business to learn how to make the internet work for them and bring in more customers. Okay. So the only thing usually holding them back from hiring a marketing agency is they don't know who is an expert and who's not. So I found by making these free attack plans and giving them away for free, there's still a lot of business owners who end up calling me back and asking me to do this stuff for them. So if after all this you see I've got some tricks up my sleeve, I can do some real good work for you, and then you can always give me a call back and we can chat. If you want to take this information and just fix your website yourself, please do so. This is absolutely free education. Um, Normally I would talk about three things, but there's one that I'm actually not going to talk about right now, and that like normally we talk about content, backlinks, and citations, but I'm not going to talk about citations because you're not really looking at having a storefront, if you will. So you're looking at more of having an online presence and an e-commerce site. So you're looking more on the national stage, which citations matter more for like a Google My Business listing. And you're not really like that's not really your market. So you're looking more in the e-commerce market. Um, First thing we're going to look at is we're going to take a look at your site. Let's see what pages you have here. Gallery and contact. Okay. Get quote, call now. Okay, your call now is at least it's actually a button. Close out of that. So it's a button that way if somebody's on mobile, they can call you. But right now you don't have any like you've got some pictures here, but you have no content on this. Plus this is on the .business site, which means it's Google My Business's free website creator. Is what you basically created this on, and they give you very limited options on how to build a website on this. Plus, it's funny. Google doesn't rank their own free website builder very high, so yeah, and you have no content. All you have is some pictures. Like it looks like you got content, but none of those words are actually words according to Google. They don't see those words because those are inside your picture. Okay. Um, so let's go ahead and take a look at your backlinks record, which is the second thing we're going to talk about. So your backlinks, basically right now you have no data here. The only reason this number is even so high is because it's part of Google's network, the business.site. Okay. That's literally the only reason that there's even numbers here. Normally these would be NA, if this was a normal domain. Okay. Because you have nothing going on here. So nobody even knows your site exists. Um, so Next thing, like, well, I'll explain what these mean when we actually talk about your competitor and what you need to do to start ranking and start getting some business calling you and ordering from you. Okay, so this is one of the competitors I found for you right here is this Killer Hogs Barbecue people. Okay, they do barbecue sauce, but they also do a lot of dry rubs as well. Okay, um, so let's go ahead and kind of take a look at their website. As you can see, they've got ways of buying online. They have actually e-commerce solutions set up here. Um, and for e-commerce, a lot of times having a lot of content is not the big deal on e-commerce. But as you can see, they've actually got recipes that they give out as well because a lot of people, and we noticed this when we were researching for your website. When you research things like a rub or a barbecue sauce, something like that, what's the first thing that Google usually shows you is recipes, right? So if you want your products to get in that same category as those recipes, you have to have some recipes yourself. Okay. I think this is actually one of the reasons why they're actually ranking up there. And they had some products actually showing up in the product window on the search. Okay. So and as you can see, they got a decent amount of content as well. Um, so Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at their backlink record and see what they're doing. Okay, this is their backlink record right here. You see how they got all these numbers here. So they've got 162 different websites sending them one and a quarter thousand backlinks. That's somebody these are linking to killerhogs.com. Okay. They've got a link somewhere on their site that goes straight to killerhogs.com or killerhogs.com/something. Okay. Whether it be a recipe or what, that would be another good reason to have recipes. Because in this kind of business, instead of a blog, you would want like different recipes to rank. Okay. Instead of blog posts. That way you can start getting all that traffic. You see they get 7,000 traffic. Now, a lot of those are probably just downloading recipes. But there's probably a good number of those that are buying from them, actually buying their products. And then once you get big, you can start putting your products in retail stores, start doing retail deals and stuff. Okay. And I know I'm assuming that's what your goal is start getting yourself in retail stores, getting the big guys like Target, Walmart, some of these big stores, and even get yourself a shelf in some of these like top name barbecue, like there in North Carolina, they got Smithfield's, Smithfield's barbecue. Like there's some top barbecue places out there, and eventually you can make a deal with one of these chicken restaurants or something like KFC or Church's or something like that. So they'll like the possibilities are endless, but you have to get your brand out there first. You have to get yourself seen. Okay. So the last thing, and not all, before I go on to the last thing, so not all backlinks are created the same. There is a quality issue with them, but besides the quality issue with them, you also want to try to keep them within your same industry, or at least, well, you don't really have to worry about location, because you're going to be a national, but you want to keep them kind of in the same industry. So like your backlinks could be like, backyardbarbecuing.com or something like that, something about barbecue or something about cooking, like keep it within like real similar to the industry. Okay. Cause you don't want to be put on a site about golfing, like golfing and a rub doesn't really, there's not a big connection there. But somebody who's talking about partying or something like that and barbecuing, great, yeah, absolutely. So just keep that in mind when you're going after your backlinks. I did a Google search here for spice rub. That actually isn't where I found the Killer Hogs guys at. But I did another search for because I just want to see what was happening. So see on the ads here, you've got the products that pop up right away. Okay. Those are on the ads. Then you have some recipes that pop up. See, e-commerce is totally different. And when you're talking about cooking products, like the way Google search happens is a little bit different too. So you got a couple recipe things there, and then you got products again. Okay. This was actually where I found that Killer Hogs was right in here. So you want to be right here in one of these spots right here. Okay. Cause you keep going down here, you're going to get, make your own recipe, make your own recipe, make your own recipe. A lot of people don't want, just kind of like I told you at the beginning of the video, like you might not want to do what I do, yourself. So you end up hiring a marketing agency to do it. Well, the same thing applies in this. People don't want to make their own rubs a lot of times. So they're just going to go and, they're going to spend, 10, 15 bucks for a rub. Okay. So, and that's the kind of customer you want. You want somebody who doesn't want to do all the work on it. So you want to be in this spot right here, and getting the higher up on the SEO here will get you up here. If you've got products on your page. Okay. So that's pretty much it for this video. You follow these 3 tips, you'll get in that spot. Or I'm sorry, these 2 tips. It's basically 2 tips. You'll get in this spot right here. And you'll start getting orders after orders after orders, and you're gonna start having that problem that everybody loves to have. You're gonna have that problem of fulfilling them on time. So I know you're probably wondering, what do I do now, right? Well, you can either take this information I gave you, apply it yourself. That's totally okay. This is absolutely free education. I just ask that you give me some feedback to let me know what you thought about the video. If you do need any help getting any of this stuff done, or you just don't want to have to worry about it and want to focus on your business and let somebody else handle it for you, just give me a call. All right. I'll talk to you later.